of our nation into the prosperity that you have ordained for us as a family called Zimbabwe. Thank you for the opportunity of having different people from different nations, companies and heads of companies who have come here to see what we are able to do. We pray for favor. We pray that your hand would rest upon, indeed, our businesses. Thank you for the success of this Diamond Jubilee of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. And we ask from this day that your hand would not only be upon our nation, but that our people would prosper and prosper well. Tinokutenda ibaba nekuti muri Mwari mune nyasha. Tinokutenda ine zvamunotiitira uyezve zvamatanga kuita mukati menyika ino. Ukuba wena somandla mhlekazi wezulu, isandla sakho sivezeke sikhanye sibe sobala ngaphezulu kwelizwe lakithi. Konke lokhu sikubongela imuli yethu ethwa iZimbabwe ubaba yona ithuthuke vanhu vedu vabudirire, that this nation's greatness again be lifted up on high, and that this nation be the great nation you have ordained it to be, in the name of Jesus Christ. And everybody shouted and said, Amen.
Thank you to Pastor Bothwell Phiri. I would like to request the chairman of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair Company to request the Minister of Industry and Commerce to come forward and introduce our guest of honor.
Director of Ceremonies, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Comrade Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Dr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Vice President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Honorable General Retired Dr. C.G.D.N. Chiwenga, Vice President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Honorable K.D.C. Mohadi, Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Advocate J.F. Mutenda, Minister of State for Bulawayo Metropolitan Province, Honorable Judith Ngube, Colleague Minister of State for Cooperatives, Honorable Frederick Gume Ngobi, other Cabinet Ministers here present, Deputy Ministers here present, His Worship Mayor of the City of Bulawayo, Councillor Solomon Mkuni, Chairman of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, Ms. Arabi Ngube, Reserve Bank Governor of Zimbabwe, Dr. J.P. Mangushka, President and members of the Senate here present, Service Chiefs, Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. M.J.M. Sibanda, Public Service Commissioners here present, Chairman of the Public Service Commission, Dr. Hungwe, Chairpersons of other commissions here present, senior government officials here present, captains of industry and commerce, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great honor for me to welcome you all to the 60th edition of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair in Bulawayo. We are indeed greatly honored by the presence of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa, and Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa, who have found time from their very busy schedules to grace this occasion. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to His Excellency for being with us today. The ZITF exhibition is an important annual event where local, regional, and international enterprises and corporates of all sizes and diverse specialities converge to network, explore new markets, and share ideas to enable businesses to grow. Its overarching goal is to promote trade and investment by offering innovative opportunities for social and business interaction. It is my fervent hope that participants will take advantage of this fair to open dialogue for further engagement with potential investment and trade partners. I therefore want to encourage our visitors to join the rest of the world and profile their products, brands, and services on this global stage. This year's ZITF theme, open quote, propagating industrial growth through trade and investment, close quote, dovetails with Government of Zimbabwe's policy thrust to open up and facilitate investment-led economic growth. This, coupled with export-led industrialization, which is anchored on value addition and beneficiation, has been prioritized to achieve sustainable and inclusive socio-economic development. Your Excellencies, drastic measures have been taken to reform Zimbabwe's investment climate and business operating environment to ensure that indeed Zimbabwe is open for business. We have worked hard on the front of ease of doing business reforms. These series of reforms, spanning from administrative to policy, have aroused great interest on Zimbabwe's business opportunities from all over the world. They are all aimed at transforming and positioning Zimbabwe as the preferred trade and investment destination, whilst propelling Zimbabwe towards a middle-income country by 2030. Vast investment and trade opportunities are available in all sectors of the economy, which include mining and mineral processing, agriculture and agro-processing, manufacturing, infrastructure development, energy and power generation, tourism, and service sectors. There is no better time to consider investing and doing business in Zimbabwe than now. Distinguished guests, captains of industry and commerce, ZITF 2019 is very special to us. The ZITF company is celebrating its 60th Diamond Jubilee, and to officiate at such an event is the son of Africa, and whom I've been privileged to introduce today. It is my singular honor and privilege to introduce to you our guest of honor for this 60th edition of the ZITF, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Dr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. President Yoweri Museveni is no stranger to Zimbabwe, having officiated at this same ZITF in 1989. Welcome back, Your Excellency. His Excellency, Dr. Museveni was born on 15 August 1944 in Ntungamo, Uganda, in a Bayankole family of cattle herders. He attended Kiamate Elementary School, Mbarara High School, and Ntare School. In 1967, he moved to Tanzania to begin studies at the University of Dar es Salaam, where he went on to study political science and economics, gaining his bachelor's degree in 1970. On 29 January 1986, he was sworn in as Uganda's new president. He was re-elected as the president of Uganda in 1996, 2001, 2006, 2011, and 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, under his leadership, the Ugandan economy has stabilized to a large extent, combating key problems such as hyperinflation and balance of payments. President Dr. Museveni has initiated programs that are destined to transform the lives of Ugandans. Grassroots-based programs in health, safe water provision, and mass education have replaced the colonial and post-colonial programs that did not address the needs of the majority of Ugandans. The government has registered monumental landmarks in agriculture, operational wealth creation, emancipation of women, tourism, democracy, peace and stability, and youth programs. President Dr. Museveni's most widely noted accomplishment has been his government's successful campaign against HIV and AIDS. Uganda stands as a rare success story in the global battle against the virus. In 1994, he was awarded an honorary Doctor of Laws degree from the Humphrey School of Public Affairs, the first of many honorary degrees he would receive from universities, and the first of 2 such awards from the United States of America institutions. Between 2003 and 2011, Dr. Yoweri Museveni received 5 additional honorary doctorate degrees. These included a Doctor of Laws degree from the Mbarara University of Science and Technology in Uganda, a Doctor of Divinity degree from the Latin University of Theology in the United States, an honorary degree from Turkey's Fatih University, a Doctor of Laws degree from Makerere University in Uganda, and a Doctor of Literature degree from the University of Dar es Salaam. It is now my pleasure and honor to invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Dr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, to deliver his address. Your Excellency, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Maskati. His Excellency Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, the First Lady, Their Excellencies, the Vice Presidents, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am most pleased and very grateful for His Excellency President Mnangagwa to invite me here as a guest of honor for the Zimbabwe Trade Fair Show 2019. I thank him very much for that honor. I had been here in 1989. This is exactly 30 years ago. So it is the anniversary of the show, but it is also the anniversary of my presence here. I'm not a stranger to ZANU PF. I worked with ZANU PF and the other liberation movements in Dar es Salaam, Frelimo, ANC, MPLA, PSC, ZAPU in the 1960s. And indeed in 1968, with a group of students, some of whom were coming from Zimbabwe, we went on a solidarity trip to the Cabo Delgado province of Mozambique to support Frelimo. I want to salute the people of Zimbabwe for their struggle. The struggle here was not easy. Africa had been divided in 2 parts. There were parts of Africa where the Europeans did not want to stay forever. And these were designated as protectorates. Uganda was a protectorate. From the beginning, the Europeans had said Uganda will ultimately be an African country, so we are simply protecting it. Of course, the protection was not welcome, but that's what they said. But there were other countries, like Zimbabwe and Kenya and South Africa, where they said these are colonies. The Europeans will never leave. Indeed, Ian Smith said the whites will be here for 1,000 years. I hope those who are old enough remember that statement. With my little mathematics, the 1,000 years have not yet been achieved, and Ian Smith is not here. This was all due to the fight for freedom by the people of Zimbabwe. There had been some attacks which I was following. 1967, there was some incursion here by some of the groups. And then there was some another, the Wanki Game Reserve, something, they went there. But the one that turned out to be sustained was end of 1972. I was also busy in Uganda doing some work underground, fighting Idi Amin. Then I heard on the BBC that the freedom fighters had infiltrated from Tete province of Mozambique and had entered northeastern Zimbabwe. Now, from that time, the struggle never relaxed. And I congratulate all the freedom fighters who made it possible for the African people here to regain their freedom. In 1980, I represented Uganda as a minister at the independence of Zimbabwe in a Rufaru Stadium. I was there at midnight when the flag was being lowered and the Zimbabwean was being raised. From that time, you have had a lot of challenges. You have had a lot of challenges, but I want to congratulate you that you have gone through those challenges and that you are here in charge of your country. Congratulations. On behalf of Uganda, I want to condemn the sanctions which have been put on Zimbabwe for such a long time. This idea of sanctions is cowardice. In the 1960s and 50s, there was a dangerous confrontation between the East and the West. But at some stage, the leaders of the East and West met and decided to work on what they were calling peaceful competition. You are different, I am different, but let us compete peacefully. And then we shall see who has got more right ideas. So why do you put sanctions? If somebody is wrong, leave him. He will fail by his own mistakes. Why do you have to put sanctions? If you know you are right and somebody is wrong, that means that you are not sure that the man is wrong. Otherwise, if you are sure that he is wrong, why don't you let him fail by his own mistakes? We call it in our language there, Ruekwaso. Ruekwaso means a pretext, an excuse. Somebody to say, I failed because of. So when you put sanctions, you are really not sure of your position yourself. Therefore, I would appeal to those who have put sanctions on Zimbabwe to lift those sanctions. However, it is also the fault of Africa, because we don't work together very closely. Because if we are working closely, if somebody puts sanctions on one of us, we will put counter sanctions on him, on the other one also. That's what China does. When somebody puts sanctions on China, China puts sanctions on the other one. So it is, the equation is balanced. Here, we have got an equation which is not balanced. Sanctions are one-sided forever and ever and ever. I don't agree with those who say that Africa is too weak to act together. In the 1960s, we were much weaker than we are today. But we were able to work together and support the freedom of Southern Africa. We had the OAU, which united our position, but we also had a small group of frontline countries, originally 3. Later on, they grew to 6. These countries were able to support the struggle for freedom in Southern Africa, and in the end, we succeeded. We defeated the Portuguese Empire in Mozambique and in Angola and in Guinea-Bissau. We worked for the liberation of Zimbabwe. We worked for the liberation of South Africa. And we worked for the liberation of Namibia, supported by the socialist countries. But the main effort was ours. So even here, I think if we discuss closely and coordinate, we can have more impact on the global stage. I'm glad to be here, because when I was here in 1989, Uganda was coming from a nightmare. The Christians believe, and I'm one of them, that Jesus died, was buried, and resurrected after 3 days. Uganda died, was buried, and resurrected also. When I came here in 1989, Uganda had just resurrected. I think it was Monday, because you remember Jesus resurrected on Sunday. So this was like a Monday. We had just come out of the nightmare. But Uganda now is much, much stronger than that time. And we managed to, in 1986, there was no sugar, no soap, no sodas, nothing. All those items were called essential items by the population. And they were being smuggled into the country from either Kenya or from other countries. However, today Uganda is much, much better and is listed as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. I therefore want to encourage you that you should be steadfast in the challenges which have been imposed on you by external actors. I'm sure you will prevail, and we are ready to work with you. Uganda is a country which has recovered, but Zimbabwe is a very rich country, as you know. You have got so many minerals, steel, iron ore, you have got chrome, you have got all the rare minerals which are very important, especially for military industries. I would want us to work together so that we develop this big potential of Zimbabwe. We cannot develop without trade. Trade is the stimulus of wealth creation. When I buy what you produce, I support your prosperity. When you buy what I produce, you support my prosperity. Therefore, trade is very, very crucial. Fortunately, in Eastern Africa, we are now developing the railway system through Kenya and through Tanzania. Therefore, it will be easier to access our products and your products through the ports of Dar es Salaam and the port of Mombasa. I was discussing with His Excellency Mnangagwa last night, and we shared one point, the issue of producing and exporting raw materials. His Excellency told me that as of today, Zimbabwe is only processing 30% of its cotton. 70% is exported unprocessed. That has been the problem with Uganda, but we have been struggling with that. And we need to educate our population that when you export a kilogram of unprocessed cotton, when the prices are not good, you may get $1. When the prices are good, you may get $3. But the one who takes that kilogram of cotton and makes it into a number of shirts, for him he gets $15. So you get $1 for the same amount of cotton, from which he gets $15. That means Uganda and Zimbabwe, in each kilogram of cotton, we are donating $14 to the outside. Therefore, when we go to a donors conference in Paris, one is not sure who the donor is. And who the donee is. It is, however, not only the loss of money, the $14 in every kilogram of cotton. It is the loss of jobs. Because all those layers of jobs, because you end at gin-inch cotton when you remove the seeds. When you spin the cotton, those are jobs. When you weave the cotton, those are jobs. When you print the colors into the cloth, those are jobs. When you tailor the garment, those are jobs. Then you make cooking oil, you make animal feed from the seeds of the cotton. Those are jobs. Many Africans do not know that gunpowder is made from cotton, certain parts of cotton. They don't know. The other day I was attending a function somewhere. There was a professor of science, and she lectured me about the values of cotton, and she finished. I said, "Have you finished?" She said, "Yes." "Do you know that there is another use of cotton?" She didn't know. I said, gunpowder is made from cotton, nitrocellulose. So all those products, all those jobs are lost. So therefore, I would want to appeal to my comrades, the Africans. Be of good cheer. Don't be discouraged. If we really stand up and cooperate, we can move. We can move mountains. Our potential is great. I'm very happy to be here, but His Excellency Mnangagwa has got one debt to pay. His Excellency Mnangagwa has not been to Kampala since 1963. When he sneaked through Entebbe Airport, I think using the cover name, going for guerrilla training in Egypt. This is now exactly 55 years ago. 55 or 50? Yeah, 63, 56. Now that I'm here, I'm going to extract a promise from His Excellency that he will rectify that mistake and pay a state visit to Uganda so that we can discuss more. I thank you and I wish you good luck. Thank you so much.
Our guest of honor, the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency, Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. At this point in time, I would like to request that the chairman of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair Company request our guest of honor to move over to the presentation table where prizes of those organizations and companies that participated at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair are going to be awarded. Mama Ncube. Assisting the guest of honor, as well as the chairman of ZITF company, is the Marketing and Public Relations Manager, Stella Nkomo.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the official announcement and presentation of our ZITF 2019 competition winners. In each competition, the third place winner, the second place, and finally, the first place winner will be announced. However, I request that only the first place winner comes forward to receive their trophy from the guest of honor. I'll start off with competition 21. For the best Zimbabwean exhibit in energy category, the third place, Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority, ZERA. In second place, ZESA Holdings. The winner receiving the Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority and the ZITF Gold Medal is Rural Electrification Agents. A round of applause. Competition 20 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, first-time exhibitors. In third place, we have TV Cells Home Private Limited. In second place, DPA Kumi. The winner receiving the ZITF trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Cassava Smart Tech Zimbabwe. A round of applause.
That's excellent. I'll give you the contact. This is the contact. Thank you so much.
For the best Zimbabwean exhibits, tourism and travel. In third place, we have Air Zimbabwe. In second place, Potter Hill Hotel. The winner receiving the CMEG trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Zimbabwe Parks and Wildlife Management Authority. A round of applause for Parks. Competition 18 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, medical and health related. In third place, we have National Social Security Authority, NASA. In second place, the winner receiving the Association of Healthcare Funders of Zimbabwe trophy and the ZITF gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Premier Service Medical Aid Society. Competition 17 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, ICT. In third place, we have Tel One Private Limited. In second place, we have Cassava Smart Tech Zimbabwe. The winner receiving the BuzTech trophy and the ZITF golden medal. Let's give a round of applause to Econet Wireless. Competition 16 For the best Zimbabwean exhibit, civic participation. In third place, we have Municipality of Victoria Falls. In second place, we have the city of Harare. The winner receiving the ZITF Golden Jubilee Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal, City of Bulawayo. Competition 15 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, education and training. In third place, we have National University of Science and Technology, NUST. In second place, University of Zimbabwe. The winner receiving the Altfin Holdings Limited Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal, Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Science and Technology Development. A round of applause. Competition 14 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, small to medium enterprises. In third place, Department of War Veterans Affairs. In second place, Alpha Omega Dairy. The winner receiving the Caesarite Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for Home of ZANU-PF. Competition 12 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, construction, building, and hardware. In third place, we have PG Industries Zimtile. In second place, we have PPC Zimbabwe. The winner receiving the Eric Davis Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal. A round of applause for Treasure Products Private Limited. Competition 11 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, furniture, home improvement, and interior decor. In third place, the Waku Company Limited. In second place, Teachers Furnitures. The winner receiving the Aswad Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal. A big round of applause for Treasure Products once again. Competition 8 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit under mining and engineering group. In third place, ABC Firetech. In second place, Rural Electrification Agency. The winner receiving the Zimbabwe Newspapers Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal, National Railways of Zimbabwe. Competition 6 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, Motor Trade. In third place, Zimnat. In second place, Zimoko. The winner receiving the Leyland Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal, Paza Buster Castles, that is Autoworld. A round of applause. Competition 5 for the best Zimbabwean exhibit, Business Support and Regulatory Authorities. The winners are, in third place, Environmental Management Agency. In second place, Public Service Commission. The winner receiving the PPC Trophy and the ZITF Gold Medal, Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. Competition 3 for the best Zimbabwean non-industrial, non-commercial display. In third place, Ministry of Justice. In second place, Zimbabwe Republic Police. The winner receiving the Bulawayo City Council Shield and the ZITF Gold Medal. Let us put our hands together for the Ministry of Defense, Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Competition 2 for the Supreme Zimbabwean exhibit. In third place, Harare Institute of Technology. In second place, Tracker Products Private Limited. The winner receiving the President's Award and the ZITF Gold Medal. A round of applause to Zimbabwe Republic Police. As they are coming forward, the designer of the winning exhibit is ZRP Press Public and International Relations. They also received the ZITF Gold Medal. Competition 1 for the best and most outstanding foreign display. In third place, Embassy of Japan. In second place, Mozambique Ports and Railways. The winner receiving the ZITF trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Belarus. And the designer of the winning international exhibit is also presented with the ZITF gold medal, and that is Show Masters. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the ZITF Charity Golf Challenge. The 8th edition of the ZITF Charity Golf Challenge was held yesterday. The winners receiving the ZITF Golf Floating Trophy are Davis Vanda and Tabani Dewa. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to Scholastica 29 competitions. Scholastica, the Education, Careers and Training exhibition, which runs concurrently with ZITF, ran a number of multidisciplinary competitions for high school students. This year's Scholastica was organized in partnership with Angel of Hope Foundation and Plan International. The 2019 Scholastica High Schools Quiz Competition focused on technology and innovation. And the winners are, in third place, Cezanne High School. In second place, Gifford Boys High School. The champion school, ladies and gentlemen, receiving the ZITF trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Mchabezi High School. A round of applause. The second edition of the Scholastica High Schools debate competition focused on trade and investment. The winning schools are as follows. In third place, we have Mpopoma High School. In second place, Christian Brothers College. The champion school receiving the UNICEF trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Founders High School. An inaugural Scholastica High School Spelling Bee competition was also hosted in partnership with Plan International. The winning individuals are as follows. In third place, we have June Rose from St. Columbus High School. In second place, we have Mukuzeishe Matsibire from Christian Brothers College. The Spelling Bee champion receiving the Angel of Hope Foundation trophy and the ZITF gold medal, Tafazwa Makoni from Christian Brothers College. Of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to all our award winners. At this moment in time, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister of Industry and Commerce to come and join the ZITF chairman.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, and I, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, it is my singular honor to present to you our appreciation on behalf of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair Company, on behalf of the government of Zimbabwe, led by His Excellency, Comrade E.T. Mnangagwa. I thank you. What is this? What is this made of? Mukwa. And later.
The gifts that have been presented are made by a company called Natural Hood. This is made from timber that is locally harvested from Cholocho and Lupane.
Thank you, Excellency.
So as our guest of honor takes his seat, I would love you to brace yourselves for a must display that will happen. That is a fusion of drummies, dances, and drums. Take it on, the mass displayers.
Welcome to the city of kings, the city of royalty. I say welcome to Zimbabwe, to the house of stone. Welcome to the home of trade, to the International Exhibition Center. Welcome to the house of exhibition and arts.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Mayete kwa Bulawayo. Welcome to the city of potential. Welcome to the city of great talent. Welcome to the country of great history. Welcome to the country of great legacy.
Halala mthokazi omuhle, halala sigodlo samakhosi, sithi bayethe wena trade fair, halala.
Shaina Bulawayo, Shaina, Shaina Mpopoma, Shaina, Shaina Kulumane, Shaina, Shaina ZITF at the Sigis, Shaina.
Formation. Smile, 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 smile.
As you can see, this is a combination of drummies, pansula dancers, as well as Lavawakitis Chigicha. This whole display is titled Sonke Tose. As you can see,